Hello everybody, RV Living with the Geezer, and we're back to do part 2 of our Fort Davis National Historic Site tour. So here's the commissary. It's one of the buildings that's more or less fully restored out here, and it's got items in here of the period. So we'll go in here and take a look around. I don't know what that building is there that they're restoring, but yeah, you can see how big this place is. Pretty good size. Those of y'all that haven't seen part 1, I uploaded it about 3 or 4 days ago, so you might want to go back, and I give a little history on that. The fort was established in 1854, and I gave you the little bit that I know about it. But yeah, let's walk in here, and we still, after the commissary, we'll go up and do the hospital, which is real interesting. But here's the post commissary. Enlisted men, officers, and civilian employees depended on the commissary as their local grocery store. Also supplied Fort Davis camps and sub-posts up to 140 miles away. Wow. There's a little picture there of the layout. It says the perils of time have taken their toll on this once large structure. Only the issue room and offices are still standing, but foundations of the spacious storerooms and cellar are visible in the back. So this building was much, here's a picture of it. That you can see the back part that's not there anymore. So it was a lot longer. Boy, they did a real good detailed job here of drawing it out. And then they've got a lot of, oh wow, the old Prince Albert tobacco can, coins. I guess these are relics they've recovered from out here. That's pretty cool. Tells how they rebuilt some of this stuff. There you go. You can pause it and read that if you want to. Here's a picture of wagon train, what it sort of looked like weaving through these Davis Mountains. Like I said in the first video, this was the San Antonio to El Paso Road, which is right out here. I'll show it to you when we come out of this place. All right, here we go. Here's the commissary. I don't think they've got it glassed off, so you can't actually go in. And they would get an allotment each month or week, probably by the month, and they could come and buy some of their extras that they needed. They were fed, but they were fed in the mess halls, their meals, but they come in here and purchase extra things from the commissary. Big old wood stove. Like I say, Fort Davis, we're at 5,000 feet, so it gets cold out here in the wintertime. So you see, like in that first video, we saw quite a few wood stoves in these. Here's the old saddlebags right here that they used back then to carry the mail, and yeah, old leather saddlebag. Here's an Army uniform of the period, like a sergeant, 3-striper. Let's see what we got in here. I guess this is the fella that's, boy, he's been there a long time. Hey, buddy. Hey, you okay? he's still working it. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, I don't know if our government's in shape to pay him the overtime he's due right now. He's got a big check coming. Yeah, man. Yeah, I guess this was there's the old safe right there. They keep their money. Yeah, another wood stove right here in his office. So he's nice and toasty in here. Yeah, he's got some bucks coming. I got a lot of overtime built up. Yeah, this road, that sign. We'll walk over there if I don't fall down these steps. Okay. This is the actual road. This little gravel drive right here, running east and west. This one, that little road right here. Listen to the bugles. They do that like every 15 minutes or so. Pretty cool. And they'll have reenactments out on the parade ground on holidays sometimes. See? Historic San Antonio El Paso Road. El Paso 200 miles to the west, San Antonio 400 miles to the east. That took a while. It took a while to make that trip, guys. Okay, I'm on the far south end of the fort, and we are gonna walk to the far north end of the fort to see the hospital. So I'll pause it here in a minute. These two-story structures you see over there, over here, those are two-story officer quarters. And you can see how the fort was sort of guarded in the back from winds, and also probably helped with the invaders coming in. You could probably post a lookout up there on the top. And then those buildings over there, the whole row, those are all officer quarters. And then, like we talked about last time, I showed you all the enlisted men's barracks. And then all these foundations out here that are, not going to be restored. Those are all enlisted men's barracks. And the Buffalo soldiers, I forgot to mention that in my first video. The Buffalo soldiers, the Black Regiment, was stationed out here for quite a while. And also the Army experimented with camels back in those days to carry supplies, because they could carry a lot more weight and they could last a lot longer without water. And it sort of failed, that experiment with them, but camels were here for a while also. I did a video, a year and a half or 2 years back, out at Camp Verde, which is between Bandera and Kerrville. And that was a big spot for the camels. They had them stationed there too. So you may go back and see that, watch that video if you want to. So I'm gonna pause it, guys, because the hospital is way back behind the officer quarters. And I'll probably run out of stuff to talk about, believe it or not. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is the hospital, pretty good sized building. And yeah, like I said, they put it way on the north side, extreme north side, away from, they had a lot of contagious stuff going around back then. So the hospital's pretty well isolated from the post. That's the rear of all the officer quarters there. Pretty scenery around here for sure. And we'll walk inside. I noticed they're doing some construction. I think they're putting new planking down restoring some planks. There was a fella that commented on my first video that said they were up here. He actually lives here, I guess. Said they were up here working. I should have come on up. But I like to keep these videos not that long because it takes forever to upload them. So hopefully we can, I sure hope they don't have it closed off today. I'll have to come back and do it again if they do. They got construction going on, so it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they got this. Maybe we can, let's see here. I guess they don't want you walking through there. Oh, here's an open door. Maybe. This is like the, I think they call it apothecary, sort of like a drugstore back in that time period. Hope you all can see that all right. Can't get in there. Wow. Like I say, if we can't get in, I'll do a third part when we can get in. Because this is, you know, I've been here before. This is probably the coolest part of the whole fort. This hadn't been restored much, but it's ward number 2, 12 beds. Just a empty room there. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, good. Hope it's not too dark. Well, if I took these sunglasses off, that'd help. Okay, kitchen dining room. Well, that's not restored. Hospital steward's room. This one's restored. Oh, there's a little crapper there. Yeah, they got it all figured out there. They used to call those, when I was growing up, we actually lived on like a dude, it was a school actually, but it was a sort of a ranch, and they had residential housing out there. This is off the subject of the fort, but they had what they called, they had these ceramic buckets with a lid in the rooms people would stay in, and they called them slop jars back then. So anyway, that's enough of that. Wheel of misfortune. Let's see, just what the doctor ordered. Some ailments were more treatable than others. How would you fare at the post-surgeon at a frontier hospital? Oh, it's a game you can play. I guess you, opium. Okay. Turn this wheel. I don't think it's working too good. Okay, we got a lot to see here, so let me move on. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, this is about the way it went. They either died or got over it. Yeah. Administering medicinal alcohol, whiskey or brandy, digitalis, ammonia, or strychnine to help. Oh, tuberculosis. They're talking about tuberculosis. Yeah, that was running rampant back in those days. What's this? Post-surgeon's office. Okay, this is where the head honcho was. He's not working like that quartermaster we saw down there. He must be off for the weekend. Or that could be him right there. That could be him in that case. I don't know. Maybe they transferred him over here. Here's a bayonet right there. Fireplace. Here's all his medical books. That's cool. Move on here. Isolation room. Yeah, this side of the building isn't restored. So they, it says back then life was more deadly than battle. Yeah, they, in this, I was reading about Fort Davis, and they said actually their encounters with Indians weren't that frequent, but they had a hard time with diseases. Back then, you know, tuberculosis and everything else was extremely bad. Where are we here? The dispensary. Okay. Yeah, that's where they whipped up the formulas, compounded the drugs, huh? There's the, yeah. Oh, look at this. All the potions there. That's the dispensary. Okay. Now we go through a little breezeway. Ward number 1, 12 beds, 1876 to 1891. There we go. That's what it looked like. Oh, here's a guy he's still recuperating. I bet he's read that, what is that, Army Navy newspaper quite a few times. Good luck to you, partner. Yeah, look at the wood stoves. 12 beds. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the rest of it, guys. Yeah, here's the new flooring they're putting down. But yeah, I remember seeing the like the operating room. Pretty cool. If you're ever out here, make sure you tour the fort. That's Fort Wood House, that little house, and up there on that far house up there, that block, that is the what do they call it? I had the name. The magazine. That's where they stored the ammo for the fort. You know, because if it ever caught fire or something, it'd probably be a huge explosion. So they kept those pretty well isolated. Yeah. All right. Let me pause it, and I'll be right back. I'll walk around back and see if we can't see the other side somehow. No, they've got it pretty well taped off here, and these are the new floor they put down. Look at this brand new I can even smell it. Can y'all smell that? That's real pretty. They did a really good job. So I can see why they don't want people walking on it for a while. But yeah, so we've toured everything that's been furnished and restored to the time period. So there's a lot more buildings out here. There's the hospital storehouse. It's just a supply house there. But yeah, guys, I guess that's about going to wrap up the Fort Davis Part 2. And hope you all watched through the whole thing and enjoyed it. But, yeah, old geezer, he got some walking in today. Yeah, this is a big place. I just saw people drive by on a golf cart. I don't know, I guess they brought their own golf cart out here. I mean, I don't mind walking, but if you have trouble walking, it would be hard to tour this unless they do have golf carts or something for maybe handicap. I don't know. I don't know if that was theirs or. Oh, and behind the commanding officer's house that we did in Part 1, I checked, and that was a root cellar. I thought it might be a storm shelter, but they used to, you know, store down underground their root vegetables where they would last a lot longer. So that's what that was. I checked with the ranger. And that's Sleeping Lion Mountain right there. So, I guess till the next video, this will be the old geezer. I'll be signing out, and Saturday I'll try to get this uploaded today. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoyed it. Hope you did. Bye-bye.